Hello, I am Sculpt, and I am here with a mildly spooky time video. Over the Garden Wall always felt like a November show to me, so I'm glad to be able to do it in November. I know it technically takes place on Halloween, but I don't know, it's just never really felt right. I watched Danny Mata's reaction to Over the Garden Wall, and he called it Thanksgiving coded, which is 100% true. In the same video, he mentioned that the original airing of the show was also in November. I'm actually very curious to see how many people feel Over the Garden Wall is actually a November show. I feel like there are a lot of people that might be aggressively imprinted with the nostalgia of watching Over the Garden Wall in November, and so now it just forever feels like a November show. If you haven't seen Over the Garden Wall, it's an animated show about two brothers that get lost in the quote-unquote woods, and with the help of an angry little bird, they try to find their way home. The show is actually an Emmy winner, and it absolutely deserves it. It's a beautiful show with incredible music, and there's a good reason why it's considered a classic by many. When I watch the show, I get this really interesting somber feeling. Like I get the feeling that I've accidentally left something behind, or like I forgot something that was really important, which, might be intentional. The show is commonly accepted as a modern retelling of Dante's Inferno, each episode representing a different layer of hell. I thought it was really interesting to hear the creator in an interview talk about how there's also elements of Alice in Wonderland and The Wizard of Oz. Probably more so in the atmosphere and the characters, which makes sense considering how nonsensical and silly some of the side characters and the events are. The main characters are these amazing little guys. Wart, the older brother, is this chunny, dramatic artist, and I'm so here for it. It's so funny how awkward he is. And then the little brother, Greg, is just blissful silliness. How I wish to be a Greg. And then there's Beatrice, who is a sassy, angry little bird who just bullies and throws shade whenever she feels like. The voice actress that plays Beatrice talks a little bit about how she doesn't understand why Beatrice is so angry, because she thinks being a bluebird sounds pretty nice. And honestly, I'd have to agree. Just think about all the crimes that birds commit and get away with. I'm not saying I'm gonna commit crimes, but there are opportunities available as a bird that are pretty enticing. Watching the stop-motion special that came out for the anniversary practically brought a tear to my eye. I forgot how much I love this series, and the music and the atmosphere. It's just so incredible, and the short is an absolute must-watch for anybody that enjoys Over the Garden Wall. I watched the behind-the-scenes for the stop-motion short, and they show all of the models, and the collector brain in me freaked out. I love all of those little figures and puppets. I want all of them. I might end up slowly making every single one just to turn into a giant display. We'll see. I'm just crazy enough to try and do that. I originally planned 3 figures for this video, and I had to pump the brakes because that was not going to happen in time. I went with Greg because he might be my favorite. It was really hard to pick between the 3 of them. Let me know who your favorite is in the comments. Maybe you're a little freaky and you like the Highwayman and his aggressively weird wiggles. I thought about not putting frog narrator in this piece because it was making the figure a little more complicated than I wanted, but I'm really glad I put it in. I think it really brings it all together, and plus, you can't see Greg without Mr. President. I'm gonna merge this model together completely, but in the future I'm gonna break this figure down into parts, and then I'll probably make a video showing how I keyed it. So if you're interested in seeing how I key up figures, make sure to subscribe and come check me out for that video. I actually forgot to make his little handbag. I think I'm going to model the handbag outside of this video, and then I'll use some actual little leather straps that I can find to put it on the figure. I think that'll be cute and fun, and I don't have to print and paint little tiny straps. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really love this piece. I think it's really cute, and I can't wait to print the model and paint it. If you're interested in purchasing any of my models, please feel free to check out my Cults 3D. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye bye.